Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing the Hudabeauty foundation as my title. So reviews are not something that I've tried doing before, but I thought like why not give it a try. As you guys can see, I'm using a lot of hand signals because I did my nails. You can see the glitter. So we all know Huda came out with the faux filter foundation that is supposed to be medium to full coverage, depending on how you like it, how you can build it up. It's supposed to be for every skin type, which is normal, combination, dry, and oily. It also has a satin finish, matte finish, and it's also radiant. So I'll be reading off them. So what it is a full coverage cream foundation that visibly conceals blemishes and imperfections for a filter-like finish. So basically, you don't have to apply a filter on your face. So what it does, it's packed with high percentage of ultra fat. So what it visibly smooths your skin and evens its texture. Skin texture, diminishing the appearance of blemishes, scars, hyperpigmentation, and redness to create flawless airbrushed finish. So it has a lot of stuff that is good for your skin. That's what it says over here. You can rate alone for full coverage or blend it together with the Huda Complexion Perfection Primer Makeup Base, which is sold separately for an even more natural finish. So it's sulfate free and paraben free. And we all know that this foundation range has 30 shades ranging from the lightest to the darkest, right? We all know that. Now to move that part to the side, so I'm gonna jump into the primer first before I review the foundation itself, just for those of you who are thinking of purchasing the primer. So I was not able to get the primer, sadly, so I did use the primer that came with the foundation, the sample that came with the foundation. And what I think about the primer, that it is a moisturizing. It's very nice and moisturizing, but it don't really stop my face from getting oily like any other primer that I've been using. It's just moisturizing, and it's a very strong, like the smell. It has a very oud scent to it. So if you are someone who is very sensitive to smell, to strong smell, you know if you wouldn't like this, but it's not bad to give it a try if you need it. But you can also use this foundation with any other primer that you have and loving already. It's not a must to use it with the primer that it comes with. Moving on to the Huda brush. Now I did manage to get this brush. I got this brush because I wanted to use this brush on my clients, because I love using brushes on clients. It's more hygienic than a beauty blender. So for me personally, I don't like brushes, so using this I wasn't able to blend out my foundation, and I was like, maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. But I did try using this on a client to blend out another foundation. I used the MAC foundation with this brush and it blended it amazing. It was flawless. I loved how it did not even leave streaks. I loved how everything was nicely blended using this brush, but I did not like it on myself because I'm just used to beauty blenders. It is nice and soft, it is dense. But now moving on to the foundation. I'll be honest in this review, everything's like totally honest. The first time I got this foundation, I sat down to record a video, like first kind of impression kind of video, and I hated it. To be honest, the moment I put it on my face, I used the brush to blend it out, and I hated it. I used more than 2 pumps. I was unable to blend it out, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? It started cracking on this side. I think I put a little bit too much. That was my mistake. Maybe, I'm not really sure, because I really had high expectations, and I was like, I won't give up. So then I put it on the second time, and same thing, I didn't like it that much when I put it on the second time. I could see that I got oily. I would start getting oily within the first hour. Again, I was bummed out, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna try again. So when I was going out for work, I put foundation on. I put this foundation on, just 2 pumps, one on this side and one on this side, and I used my beauty blender to blend it out, and I liked it. I liked how it looked. It did not look cakey on my skin. It did not crack like how it did the first time. I loved how it looked. It looked good. I went out, worked as usual. I did get oily because I tend to get oily whenever I'm working the most. So that's like normal to get oily. I can't really stop it. But when I still came back home at night, it was still amazing. Like on this side, it was great. I could wear it longer, but I had to get it out. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I use it, how I apply it, how well it works with other products, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about it. So if you guys want to know what I think about it, you guys have to wait until the end of the video to find out. So let's get going in the video. So like always, I'm gonna start by prepping my skin. I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime spray. And once this dries, I'm gonna go in with my MAC Prep and Prime essential oil. To prime my face, I'm going to be using the Huda primer, the sample that I got when I bought the foundation, just to show you guys how it looks with this primer on. This primer has a very, very strong scent, and it feels like moisturizer on the skin. I'm just gonna let that settle into my skin for a bit, and then I'm gonna start color correcting my eyes and then applying the foundation. So to color correct my dark circles, I'm gonna be using this shade right here called Burnt Coral from my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the shade Medium Deep. I use this for every foundation that I use, so it's only fair enough if I use it for this foundation as well. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit underneath my eyes, using my finger, of course. So my foundation shade is Gingerbread for 30N. I'm gonna first use one squeeze of this foundation on this side of my face, and then I'm gonna compare how it looks with my foundation on and without the foundation on, and I'll be using my damp beauty blender to blend it all out. That's just 1 pump of the foundation. So I'm just gonna dot this all over my face using my finger. I mean, on one side of my face using my finger. Whenever I apply foundation, I prefer going in with less product first and then adding more if I need the coverage. So that's why I use just 1 pump. One side. That's less for me. And I'm gonna go in with my damp sponge and I'm just gonna blend this out. And I do love the coverage that this foundation has. It's like very high coverage, and it does cover up everything on your face. But if you need extra coverage, you just gotta add more and more foundation. This is what my face looks with just one pump and one side of the face done. This is with the foundation, obviously, and this is without the foundation. I'm just gonna zoom you guys in. So now that you're all zoomed in, now you can see that this part is with foundation, of course, and this is without the foundation, and I used only one pump on this side. I feel like I might need more, just a little bit more to add more coverage. So I'm gonna do the whole face now, and we'll carry on the video. So this is my face done with just two pumps all over my face, and I also went over some areas with a little bit of foundation, like over here and on my nose. That's it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my under eyes and also highlight that using my colourpop no filter concealer in the shade Golden 40 for highlighting. I'm just gonna use a little bit of concealer, nothing too much. That's enough. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this all out using my damp beauty blender. The reason why I'm also applying other products on top of the foundation for you guys is just so that you guys can know how well it works with other products, other cream products. Okay. I'm also gonna cream contour, which I don't usually do, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna cream contour as well. So for cream contour, I'm gonna be using my Anastasia contour kit. I'm going to be using the shade Ash Brown. It looks kind of too dark. I'm just gonna blend out my contour using a brush. And I'm just gonna go over with my damp beauty blender to make sure everything is well blended. I'm gonna set and bake my under eyes using my RCMA powder. Now that my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna go ahead and set my whole face using the same RCMA powder, and then I'm gonna brush away the speak. And And to brush away the excess, I'm gonna be using my Amara Fashion powder brush to brush away the excess. I'm gonna contour right now, and for contouring I'm using my Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Medium 885 and going in with my Amara Fashion brush. Just gonna pick up some product. And for contouring my nose, I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetic 141 brush. I'm also going to bake underneath my contour just to give it a sharp look because I've been loving that recently. For blush, I'm going in with my e.l.f. blush palette in the shade Dark, and I'm taking this shade right over here and I'm lightly gonna blush my cheeks. For highlight, I'm using the Hudabeauty highlight palette and using my Morphe brush that I got in the eye set, and I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. So here is the final look using the Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation. I think the foundation is great. It's not bad. I like how it looks on the skin. I agree at first I did not like it, but then giving it more tries, I kind of did start liking it. So would I reach for this foundation? Yes, I would. Would I repurchase when I run out? Yes, I would. Is it worth it? Yes, but I would reach for this foundation whenever I'm going to a nice occasion like weddings and parties and stuff like that, where I need my full coverage so that I can get amazing pictures. So that's it, guys, for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my review and I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like, what are you waiting for? I don't know. What? What are you waiting for? So that's it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.